What's up, everybody? It's Herf here, and back at it again with another top 5 text video. The last one did very, very well, so we want to make sure that every single month, I'm going to be making one of these videos, top 5 tech cards for this month. So this one is, of course, May. So, last video was in April. We had 5 techs. It was Lancia, Sphere Kuribo, Lance, Void Trap Hole, and Karma Cut. However, uh, 3 are the same for this month, 2 are new. So let's start off with the new ones. Divine Wrath. Now this is probably going to be the most controversial pick out of the top 5 techs. However, I really think Divine Wrath puts in a lot of work right now. There's a lot of card effects. You got Cristrons, you have even Shiranui, you have pretty much everything relying on some kind of card effect. So just a counter trap, boom, you're done, is actually really, really devastating versus most decks. Going on to the next one, Needle Sealing. I think this card is probably one of the most underrated cards in the meta right now. Best case scenario, it's a 2-for-1 kind of. I mean, with the possibility of being a 3-for-1, like this card is so insane when it goes off that most decks don't have a ability to follow up against it. Non-targeting destruction against all face-up monsters your opponent controls is kind of mind-boggling that people weren't playing this sooner. That's how good I believe that this card is. Now, going to the next 3, we talked about it last video. However, I'm going to refresh on why I think they're so good. Lance, still a very, very, very solid choice. It's really good versus Invoked, and pretty much any back row meta it's going to be good in. So, the reason why it's good on Invoked is they activate Invocation to summon with their Alistair on the field. You can Lance it, and then the fusion will fizzle because the Alistair is no longer able to be affected by the Invocation. Another reason it's good is that it's a damage step card, so you can activate it in the damage step, and your opponent most of the time will not be able to react to it. So this is really important because your opponent not being able to react to it means that they're going to be surprised by it, and a lot of times you're just going to be stealing games from it. This card actually helps some decks with the whole not being able to play Cosmic Cyclone thing, because instead of being able to remove the back row, now you just become immune to back row, which isn't the same exact thing, and Cosmic Cyclone can be better in certain situations, but Lance is really, really good for similar things, as well as gives you utility outside of removal. Sphere Kuribo, one of the top 2 hand traps in the game, and the other one is in this list, okay? Sphere Kuribo is amazing because they do not know it's there until they play into it. What I mean by that is that they cannot test for Sphere Kuribo without attacking into you. And once they attack into you, they're already vulnerable to the Sphere Kuribo. So being able to hold it and your opponent not even knowing it's there is really, really cool, and something that no other card in the game really has, except for maybe other hand traps like Skullmeister, but even then you can test for a delay. Because when you have back row, it's a known that it's there. When you have other hand traps like Lancia, you can read it. However, Sphere Creeper, you cannot read it until they attack into you. So cards like, or decks like Black Wings and Heroes, they have no way to actually test for Sphere Creeper until they attack. Meaning, that's when they're most vulnerable, and then you can clap back in the next turn. So that's why I think Sphere Creeper is really, really good, because of the Hero and Black Wings and other OTK style decks that are starting to encroach into the meta. Sphere Creeper will just shut them down. Easy peasy. Now Lancia, while is not always able to be bluffed and unknown, is still arguably one of the best hand trap in the game, because it's from the hand, so there's no disruption for it currently in Duel Links, as well as it's a complete floodgate of all banishing effects. So it can be good versus Shiranui because you can lock the recursion out of being able to go into the 6, 8, 10, as well as it stops Alistair completely. So If they invocation and you Lance, they can always flip down their Alistair to prevent it from being affected. However, there's nothing that they can do versus a Lancia. So they try to invocation, you Lancia, end of story. So that it's just so dangerous to a lot of decks in the meta right now. It can also be good versus Crystons, preventing the Thys from banish, preventing Quarion from banishing, things like that. So overall, it's just a really, really strong card. It's maybe losing a little value because Sabres are no longer the undisputed best deck of the format. Crystons are maybe taking a little dip. However, it's still an amazing card. And also no Thunder Dragons for Lancia kind of hurts them as well. However, it's still a very, very strong card. Next month, if things are going the way it is, it'll probably be taken off the list. However, at the current moment, I think it's still really good. But yeah, these are my top 5 techs. I really think all of them will do really, really well. All of them outside of Lancia would be amazing choices for the ladder, I believe. Lancia is more of a competitive choice. However, the rest of them are really general that you can put in anything. So try them out. Let me know. It does kind of suck that none of them are really free to play friendly. I think they're all main box ultra rares. So that's a bit of a downside. However, I think they're all really, really strong in their own right. And we did just get a ultra rare dream ticket. So if you want one of these cards, I don't think Lancia is available in the dream ticket. However, the rest of them are. Lance or Sphere Kuribo would probably be the best 2 picks for that dream ticket. However, all of them are very, very strong. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you check out the Twitch channel. We do 3 tournaments a week, so you'll probably be able to see these in action. And thank you very much, and have a nice day.